What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Seth, and we are back here for another Trove patch notes. So many patch notes today, so little time. Look at all those names. I am the Golden Dragon Neko-chan. I am Catman. I love these costumes and stuff. I don't have the maximum legendary Golden Dragon yet because my mastery is a pathetic 192. I am not at 200 max mastery yet, although maybe I will be by the time this video is out, but I very much doubt it. So what we're going to be doing today, ladies and gentlemen, is we got a lot of patch notes, lots and lots of them. I got a lot of shout outs that I need to give to a bunch of people, and unfortunately this week I am extremely busy, so we are going to have to skip another Hugely hunt. But the launch of Trove is July 9th, so that is Thursday. We are going to be live streaming it, and I am still going to give away a mystery prize to somebody today. In order to qualify, you have to smack the like button, subscribe to the channel already, kind of be a regular, just because whatever, we'll see. And, or even if you're new, who cares anymore? If you could comment when I first unlocked the Neo Ninja, then you get a mystery prize. But as per general populace, let's see how many likes we can get to today. You guys have all just been killing it. Almost all these patch notes videos always get over 100 likes, and that is just, it helps me out so much. Like, it really does. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. Hello everybody. Let's do, shout outs, that's right. Joshua Risco, Bolt Thunder Kit, Zolaric, Bolt Thunder Kit, that's his YouTube name. I don't know what his Trove name is. Next, ZI_Dubs, and Zalden, Dr. Bob, and Evil Pop-Tart. But those guys are getting a bit of a different shout outs as we go through the patch notes. So let's start, because this is going to be a longer video today. So, of course, the first thing that they mention is that on Thursday, July 9th, Trove is going to launch, so it's going to go on Steam, as well as the new classes coming out, so you can expect a class tutorial to come out. I'm really excited about that. I got some good ideas. EU servers are now live. So European servers are now live. You can choose to play them from Glyph before you start the game. Use a drop-down box thingamabob in the top right corner of Glyph. European players will automatically get sent to European adventure worlds when entering an adventure portal. You will still join players if you're North American or European. Just expect it to have latency if you do. Oh, you can still join other people. So I'm guessing that means that as per clubs and stuff, everyone's still gonna be, you know, hanging out together regardless of where we come from. Building got awesome. This is absolutely amazing. Zone restrict officer. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. I've mentioned this since day one, man. Finally, click, hold, and drag. Oh yeah, we can also, there, diagonally too. And you can, it actually can make stairs too. So cool, man. That's awesome. That's great. Now, the only thing that they're going to need on top of that, zone restrict. Come on, type better. Zone restrict. Nobody! The next thing that they would need is an option where you could make a cube. I think that would be great, and copy and pasting, but I'm not getting too greedy. I still think that is awesome. You can also, when you're using, do we even have any prop items on us? No, actually we don't. But if you're using a prop item in build mode, the middle mouse wheel now rotates the block being placed. I guess that could also work for blocks, but it's not like any of them look different on different angles and stuff. Hello, Speedin' guy who just signed in and cry/. In build mode, the red block is now shown when it's an area that you cannot build, as you saw 2 seconds ago. Because why not? Because now it actually shows you, oh, you can't build here. So that's very convenient. Very cool. Love that update. That is great, and I am going to be building like crazy when I find the time. Mo updates. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the internet and world, I called it out. I knew it was coming, and it's here now. The map finally has dungeons on it. Granted, they only show up within your fog of war, but they still show up. It is absolutely awesome. And another thing too that I think is very cool, I hope that it's not a bug and I hope it's on purpose, is you can actually see dungeons near other players. So you can actually see on the map other people's fog of war. You can also notice too that the map is very, very, very much zoomed out. You can't even, at least as far as I'm trying right now, you can't even use the mouse wheel to zoom the map in or out anymore. It's just zoomed out and it's crazy, crazy awesome. They also changed a couple of things in the dungeon itself, but we'll get to that in a minute. The compass now shows large dungeons and recipe dungeons. I haven't seen that yet, but that is very, very cool. The world map now shows recipe layers as well. Ooh, I haven't found any of those, but that's going to be very, very cool. Yes, Golden Heart Master, I'm recording, and Super Weapon. Chat improvements. Now, you're not going to be able to see this in the video, but you will know that it is immediately apparent as you've started playing. Chat messages now have, this is awesome, you can now right-click on someone's name in the chat, and it gives you options to add as friend, invite them to join you, ignore them, or report for spam. So very, very cool. We can actually hold control right here, right-click on Christ/. He's already added as a friend, otherwise we would be able to do that. But we can do join me right there, just because why not? Secret, just don't even join me, Christ/, you don't have to. But very, very cool. That is so, so handy. Very, very awesome. Just showing off the feature, shush. You can now also report players for spam, like it said, which I guess is good because, I mean, we're never in global anyway, so we never really ran into it. But I have joined global every now and then, and I know that it does end up getting a bit spammy sometimes. Also, you're going to notice this small little icon up in the corner for objective completed is no longer an X, it's actually a check mark. Very nice little touch up. The dungeon itself can go ahead and have an X, but I think that looks a lot cleaner that the objective itself has a check mark to indicate to players that, hey, this is actually something that is complete. The text of different club channels now have text in various shades of green. However, our club, Team Pixel, is actually, I don't know if that's a shade of green. Maybe it's supposed to be, but it looks yellow to me. I don't know if that's because we're the leader. That could be the case, but I honestly don't know. It actually is very, very hard for me to read right now. All right, fine. You guys want to keep doing that? Fine. We got to go find ourselves a cornerstone or something. Oh, yeah, we don't have our flying dragon anymore. Oh, that sucks. New mastery rewards. All right, let's go to that. New mastery rewards through level 200 have been added to the, I don't know what that means, but anyway, they added mastery goes up to 200 now, which we're only at 192, but they only ended up having rewards go up to, what was it? I think it was 130, maybe it was 120. It looks like they changed a bit of these, but anyway, so for mastery 140, you get this beautiful cat helmet that we're rocking right now. For mastery 150, we get this ugly dragon that we're rocking right now, and he doesn't have wings or anything like that. For mastery 160, you actually get a quite useless, sorry to say, an emblem that is a chicken, but as far as I know, is he based on physical or, oh, by the way, this changed to the UI, but we'll get into that in a minute. Let's see the flash right here, the emblems. This one, Master Chief. This is summons a temporary damage ally based on your physical damage. So he's the exact same as this dark chicken, but he's a light one. And it's kind of like, yeah, whatever. They also have the Magician's emblem. So summons a temporary ally to fight for you that is based on magic. So magic damage. So I haven't actually seen that. Let's actually rock that right now. What is the ally? I like that guy. He's all glowy and cool. That is sick, man. I like that. I like that. That is awesome. So anyway, the other things, because they have so many things, this game will probably touch upon a lot of this patch note video right now. They also have for 180, we got some Master's Command Boat. For 190, we got Master's Arsenal. That is supposed to be a special treasure chest that you get, and we're supposed to be able to open it. However, I didn't actually get one of those, so I'm going to message support as soon as I am done with this video. And then, of course, at Maximum Mastery 200 is the exact same dragon, but with flying wings and full-on legendary. So that's going to be really, really cool. Hopefully I'll be able to get that soon rather than later. Gamepad support. Added support for gamepads. Now, you may have noticed sometimes that my brother Johnny Captain Napkin and I will stream with an Xbox controller. That's because we use a program called Xpadder, but now the game has native controller support. Although, Dr. Bob can confirm that it is not 100% supported right now, because if you end up like opening up your inventory and stuff like that, you do not have mouse control or any way of navigating through your inventory while using a controller. You have to also plug in the controller first, and they make a note of that before you start running Trove. I'm guessing because they're going to fix that later, but still cool that they actually have it. Gotta scroll down on the list right here. Also too, where is it? I just want to show you all this too in the styles in general. Where is it? Mastery right here. So they actually have like a new gun, a new bow, a new staff. Maybe these are the things that already... Oh, yeah, these would have been the things that would come out of that chest that I guess... maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe it just gives you the item. I don't know. But very cool items and stuff like that. I'm getting distracted because everybody's like talking about stuff in the chat and trying to talk to me. But I gotta keep doing this. Now, as far as this is a category of game update, the newbie objectives have been adjusted and there are a few new ones. What they mean by that is the golden threads, which, by the way, side note, that was not mentioned in the patch. I don't know if it's a bug, but you do not have a controller binding button to go to your golden thread anymore. So I guess maybe they just don't have it anymore. Ooh. You can go to the European servers, they're saying in the chat right now. Okay, I guess they just got up and running, at least as far as I'm recording this. Anyways, newbie objectives are more clear, and there's a couple new ones to help new players. If you haven't completed objectives that are required to be completed in the tutorial, you will now be prompted to go back to the tutorial world. Now this, when it came out yesterday, I'm sure, hopefully it's been hot fixed by now. But, actually yes, it has been hot fixed, I think. But when it would prompt you, if you clicked yes, it would screw up your world and you wouldn't be able to actually go anywhere to the tutorial or anything. So they ended up fixing that one right away. Good for that. Credit packs now cost 1 cent less in American US dollars. It's about time they did this. We actually mentioned this during our live streams too, where finally, ooh, they changed that to an I for an info instead of that weird question mark. That's great. But now I think more people will be prompted to buy because it's $49.99. However, all these packs in general are still way too expensive. They just need to lower their price anyway, but hey, whatever. That's their way of doing things, not mine. The Patron Pass is now live. This grants a ton of nice bonuses, including 2 Chaos Factor. Including 2 Chaos Factor and a million zillion other things. Where is it? I have no idea. Oh, Patron, there it is. Okay, so this is, you can purchase it for 15 or 30 days. What these do is they actually give you, oh, thankfully it just shows you right there, 50% experience boost, 2 Chaos Factor, 2 extra flax capacity, 5 extra jump, 50 laser mancy, 100% crafting speed, and 200 magic find. Now, before you start thinking that this is pay to win, remember, all of these features that you actually get from this are completely useless. Because, I mean, seriously, who needs an experience boost when you can max out a class in a day anyway? And extra chaos chest is just more extra random loot and stuff. I don't know, just for myself personally, I don't see the point in it. But whatever, I guess they wanted to try and see if they could make more money off of it, which, whatever, sure, go for it, guys. Now, badges, mastery, and collections. This is a huge tab right here. Added increased ranks to badges and rewards for the following categories: quests completed, blocks destroyed, boxes open, consecutive days logged in, which is very, very buggy, total days logged in, fishing, updated collection categories. Samantha the Black Cat is now worth 50 mastery points as opposed to nothing. Up through mastery rank 30, Cubits are now 500 and have replaced the credits rewards. So now they actually don't give you any more not any more credits between up to mastery level 1 to 30 anyways. The other thing too is you are going to notice, where is it? In the badges, achievements, these are ridiculous. So I don't have many good things to say about this section, so I'm gonna skip over it quite quickly. But thankfully they have great rewards. So for this one right here, if we would max it out, which is gonna take a million zillion years, you will actually get pearlescent pinions, which as far as I know is a new set of wings, because they actually added a tons of new wings, tons of new mounts and stuff like that. But unfortunately, all of them are grabbed through all of this block stuff. So it's a bit ridiculous though. I want to give a shout out to Zolden, because he actually put it into perspective for me where that makes a lot more sense. Consider these lifetime goals, like a lifetime achievement. Do not try and go out of your way to actually get them, because otherwise it is ridiculous, and the amount that is required is just crazy. Like, look at this. 15,000 fish. No thanks, man. That's like over 100 hours. But anyways, whatever. So anyway, class improvements, like I said, I don't have anything good to say about it, so we're just gonna skip over it. Especially when the consecutive day badge doesn't really, this is just a minor thing I want to talk about. Consecutive days, the achievement, does not count for dailies and stuff like that. I, for a fact, have not missed a single day of my dailies for a very, very long time. But sometimes I will only get on just before I can finish my daily and then the day rolls over. Well, I mean, I still get the daily, but I'm just making a point that in these last few hours of the night, apparently before the reroll, it doesn't count towards the badges, hashtag confirmed, because right here it says I have 3 consecutive days, and I know for a fact I have been on for a solid 2 weeks and not missed a single day. Anyway, classes, improved projectile targeting for ranged classes, very, very cool. Enemies now aggro towards the Fate Trickster's clone and the pirate's little pretend pirate ally, and the Tomb Raider's minions, which are coming soon. When they are in range, rather than the enemies, like normally the enemies would only target them after it's been activated. So if an enemy spawned and you already had a decoy up, the enemy would not target it, but now they actually aggro towards it, so that's really cool. The Fate Trickster's decoy, the pirate thing, and the Tomb Raider's minions now have a short window of brief invincibility after receiving damage, so that's good instead of them just going bang, 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 and they're dead immediately, you know? So that's really cool. More explosive player abilities now do much less I will fix this with English. So, you know, the past couple patches, they ended up changing it. Let me just double check that the map's not on. Yeah, so they ended up changing it a couple patches ago, where our bomb right here would cause a lot of block damage. Now they finally fixed it so that now all our explosive abilities don't do nearly as much block damage, except for the Boomeranger and Adventurer. His abilities still destroy blocks like crazy, which is a good thing. Fixed a bug where the Dracolite is sometimes unable to use his abilities in dragon form. Huge bug that I kept running into, so that's really cool that they fixed that. Fixed a bug where the Dracolite's familiar disappeared until changing classes or relogging. Ran into that one quite a bit too, so that's really cool. Spikes or Thorns, FX, no longer debuffs the Fate Trickster's basic attack. I think what that means is the spike effect from bosses, or maybe it just means spikes in general, but that seems kind of strange, so I'm not exactly sure. Loot. If you increase your chaos factor is you use a chaos coin, it increases your chaos factor, which is always right here on the /welcome screen. Right here, chaos factor 1. My chaos factor was 2. Oh, because of my mastery. Yeah, okay, that scared me. But anyway, so for all the chaos coins that you use, you get more chaos factor, and that just means you get more chaos chests every day. So they've changed it now so that if you end up increasing your chaos factor, you will get additional chests with your next login rather than having to wait for the day to roll over. So if we use a chaos chest right now, we could just relog and get an extra chest instead of missing out on the chest today and having to get it tomorrow. Increase the range in which players received loot. So that's really cool. Another tip that nobody seems to know about, just because the game doesn't actually teach you these controls, is if you hold the use button, E, you can actually pick up all the items around you. So that has been, the range of that has been increased. Crafting, the Deconstructor is now known as the Loot Collector to better reinforce its function to new players. And it looks beautiful, look at that. It's a style, it's like an Omega oven. Yes. I'm going to, recording, 1 sec, Speeding Guy keeps asking me. So that's cool, I like the new style of it, it looks really great. The Bounding Boot ally is now crafted at the Nautical Assembler in the hub. Now this boot, as far as I know, you could only end up ever getting it from fishing, just randomly. So now they actually changed it and I grabbed him because he's very, very cheap. He's right here, default boot, doesn't really, I don't even know what it does, honestly, and I don't care because, whatever. I still have my magic boot, and I like using that one. So anyway, Hub changed the featured club world portals to be heart-shaped. Ah, that's right, I haven't seen those. They're beautiful! I want those! Yes, please! Look at that, that's amazing! I like that. That's cool. They need more stuff like that. Do we have any in here? I know Team Pixel gets over here sometimes, but not very often. Nah. I don't even know what half those clubs are. Nobody does. But anyways, made the runner-up featured world white. I guess these ones on the side right here, they are white instead of being all the same color and stuff. So it just gives a bit more distinction between them. So that's really cool. Can I join Team Pixel? Yes, you can. Gold Draco. There it is. So, of course, you will also notice that they changed the UI of almost everything. But we'll get into that in a minute. Updraft now in the hub. Where? Where's the updraft? Where's the updraft? Oh, there it is. There's the updraft. Okay, it's over by the dragon stuff for some reason. So now we can actually do that and fly away in the hub. So that's pretty cool that they're trying to make the hub a little bit more lively. They just need more NPCs though in general. Adventuring, many NPCs' abilities do much less block damage. NPCs are enemies. So that's cool. Hopefully that means that bosses are not going to destroy environments as crazily. Sky Portal now no longer has a required level to enter. This was a big problem everybody was running into for quite some time, where you would end up going to the Sky Portal and it would have a required level to enter. Now it is actually just open to everybody again, so that is fantastic. I am the hidden. I am Catman. Brow. Yes, I am the Neko-chan. I'm getting distracted. Okay, the Healing Pylon boss ability. This is a secret boss ability that was never mentioned in the patches, but we all know about it. Sometimes the bosses will spawn a totem that gives them buffs. But anyway, that totem itself spawns less frequently, heals less frequently, because when a boss would end up spawning with the regen ability, it would be invincible in U6. Like, seriously, doesn't matter how much damage you had. And takes fewer hits to destroy, the totem that is. They also reduce the damage of fireball traps, reduce the duration of flamethrower traps and lava effects. Also, a side note I noticed with some enemies that I saw in the undead biome is they were actually using the Dracolite staff, like the Draconis staff, and shooting a stream of fire. So they're secretly adding new enemy effects without telling anybody. No longer will loot sometimes fall through the world when opening a chest or placing a block on top of it. We never ran into that, or maybe we did, I honestly don't know. Or now spawns less often in Novice and Adept worlds. I can hashtag confirm that that is a lie, because you still run into it a whole crap ton. What happened to our props? Why? Prop it! There we go, jeez. But anyway, we'll just go here and see if we can catch it right away, but I very much doubt it. Anyway, I've just seen, or fairly common anyway. Maybe it's just in general. Yeah, it seems to be on the surface is where it doesn't spawn as much. So we still see it quite a bit in the dungeons themselves. No longer will... Oh, never mind. Created a new quest completed portal for completed dungeons. Let's go do that right now. I want to show you all this because this is amazing. Now, remember when the portals came out and the orange portal looked a little bit funky, and I kept saying how over and over it's like, hey, this is really weird, man. This is really strange. Why does it do this? They fixed it. It is beautiful now. Now, it's so snazzy, man. Look at it. It's the sky, so it signifies to the new player that they can go outside. And the one out here shows you that you're going back into the dungeon. So that's actually so awesome, man. That's great. Daraga Bomb wants to join. Blazing Storm keeps asking. So that's very, very cool. Added delay to Healing Pylon, so it doesn't heal immediately upon spawning. That, again, is to do with the boss's random regen ability. Let me scroll down right here. So many patch notes today, seriously. And then we're going to get hit by it again with launch. My goodness. UI and settings. Change the collections window default binding from I to Y. Taking a little bit to get used to that one, but whatever, that's okay. One thing that I personally don't really understand, I mean, I guess it's good in a lot of ways, but at the same time makes it much more confusing to new players, is all of our mounts are not immediately available to us anymore. So normally it would show all of them at once, but now we actually have to go through all the categories, which would be fine if the categories were organized a little bit better, because seriously, they're a bit insane, man. So anyway, I won't touch any more on that note. Change the Like Worlds button default key from Y to L. So these are clubs that you have liked and can rejoin them at any time if you've given them props. When setting a control binding that conflicts with another key, you are now given an option to swap these bindings. Very cool, because they didn't have that for the longest time. Not that we're wandering around changing our controls that much anyway. Pressing escape when the system menu and main menu are open will now close both of them at the same time. I'm guessing it means this F1 menu. Nope. I have no idea what that means. By the way, look at the F1. Look how short it is. Like, they got rid of so many extra controls and stuff. It's crazy. But they ended up moving a couple more to the bottom, I think. Behind me. Fixed the last member of the club roster being cut off. So that's pretty cool, because that was a huge problem for quite some time, where now you can finally see all of the members. I know that not many people ran into that, but I always ran into it like all the time, where we could never end up seeing all the way down. Very, very cool. I like how it's the new menu and stuff like that too. Where is it? Where was I? Oh goodness. Hotkeys displayed in the HUD are now updated immediately after rebinding the keys. So what it means is, like, these keys down here, if you rebind them, it will actually show you what the button is, rather than having to, I guess, relog or something like that. Tooltips and some other UI strings that reference hotkeys now display the hotkey that is currently bound instead of being hard-coded. So pretty much exactly what I just said again, but just reiterated to a different point. Bugs, fixes, and polish. Increased client stability, fixed a rare crash due to race condition, implemented various server improvements. We've ran into one disconnect, at least before recording this. So it's still there, but I'm noticing that there is a lot less crashes, so that's really cool. But for all I know, I'll probably end up running into a million zillion crashes after I record this video. What else we got here? Fix a bug where you would sometimes move at the mounted speed while running and vice versa. So time will tell if that has actually been fixed, because that has been a bug for a million zillion years, where it's been a bug for a very long time. So hopefully it's actually been fixed, because they've said they've fixed it before, but it hasn't been fixed for a million times. Fixed a bug where clients could crash after a player died while mounted. Client will no longer queue you multiple join me requests from the same player, so that's good. Fixed a bug where mining laser didn't collide with workbenches. Fixed a really annoying bug where the mining laser could target blocks behind the player, so we could actually run into stuff like this, where if the camera ended up getting behind the block that's behind us, we would end up lasering the block that's behind us. So cool that they actually fixed that now. I want to try and see if we can catch it. Okay, so it seems like it actually did get fixed, so that's cool. Blocks will no longer sometimes mysteriously disappear and reappear after being destroyed or placed. So that's really cool. We'll see if that happens, but I think that's got to do with placing blocks. I like how it actually shows the red too when there's a player in the way, instead of just not showing anything and it just not working. So that's pretty cool. I wonder if you could build up vertically. That would be something definitely to try out. I think that you could, so long as you were building next to a wall. Spikes created by the Death Knight's Spike Bomb, another secret possibility that they added a couple patches ago, and the Bone Blade Wraith's Spike Slam are no longer lootable. So people would, I guess, loot these spikes from those bosses. Known issues. Now, this is nice that they actually include this and say that it's known issues. If you enter a shadow portal if you enter a shadow portal, European and North American players will be sent to separate worlds. Also, the Dark Infinium wings don't look right. I guess that means that they're gonna fix them. I don't know. We don't have those wings. Nobody does, because they are required. You need a crap ton of badges to get them. Also, by the way, a small minor tip that I am probably gonna start doing to try and grind this quest one out is go to the noob area and just grind quests for days and days and days, because it's not like we need to go to U6 and get any drops anyway at this point. Also, gamepad support. Some PS4 controller buttons are not currently mapped correctly. Not to mention the controller support in itself is not fully implemented yet. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, we're in the long stretch. Audio. Boomeranger's double sword attack has a new sound. Cool. Ice Dragon Frost Breath audio polish. Never really ran into that guy that much. Boss Gravity now has unique audio, as well as the Magic Beam attack, so that's pretty cool. Cactus Men and Golems now now they just have their sounds added. I guess they didn't for a while. I didn't know that though. Visuals. There are now some new default styles to enjoy. Where is that? Styles right here. New default styles. So you notice a couple of these right here, which thankfully ended up being some of our longswords. So I'm probably gonna have to get this one and change that with the mod and stuff. But anyway, we'll deal with that. An assortment of new uncommon and rare face and hats have been added to the game. I guess, have they been added by new players? I don't know. Maybe they just didn't bother mentioning it. I don't know. But anyway, new VFX for the Winter and Dark Boomeranger costume. So that's great because that means that when I find the time... Ooh, they updated this too. That means that when I find the time... Oh, that's nice. When I find the time, I can finally update my Lonk costume a little bit and give at least these last 2 costumes custom video effects. Or do I need to? Nope. I guess I don't, because these are already good. Alright, perfect, whatever, I don't need to change it. But that's awesome that they actually went in and finally changed that, because I half expected that they weren't going to do it. All placeable objects now use the placement shader. Yeah, you saw when you're placing down a block and stuff, it just looks a lot sharper. New VFX for the Ghost and Master of Commanding Pirate Captain costumes. I didn't even know that they didn't have custom VFX for this. Whoa! Smoke! Smoke! That's cool, man. Now all they would need to do is make it so that our parrot and everything like that would change with the costume, but I guess VFX is still good enough. That's awesome, man. What about the ghost costume? Where's the ghost? Alright, it's kind of just greener or whatever. Anyway, it kind of works. I am the Commander Lizard Hot Dog. But anyway, added a new feather effect to the thrown parrot. I can't really see it with all the names hanging out, but whatever, just it's there. The models for the Laden Sleigh, Snowball, and Disc Block board have been changed to look less like certain other in-game items. Those items are very uncommon to run into in the first place, but it's nice that they changed it. Dragon Breath effects should now be fully synced with their breathing animation. So I guess that means that the... Yeah, so they synced it up with the dragon effect, because sometimes you would press your button and he would start breathing fire before the animation, so that's actually a lot slicker. They made that tight. Community content. They added pearlescent wings, midnight mantle, dark infinium, aquabatic ailerons, and then those are the wings. So they added a total of 4 new wings for achievements. And they also added Infinium Charger, Radiant Rainmaker, and the Striding Star Chaser. I haven't seen all of them, but I think they're all just mods of the Radiant Steed. So, kind of cool. I know Nintendojo has one, but I don't have any of them because I don't have any of those higher rewards, because why not? But anyway, still cool that they actually added them. And then there's also a small minor thing which you can read in the patch notes yourself. I always have the links in the description to all the patch notes that talks about gamepad support and just getting, sorry little guys, and just getting like the custom controls and stuff like that. But anyway, this has gone on long enough. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you found this video helpful. I know that a lot of people have been wanting me to record a lot lately, and you haven't really seen yourself in the videos as much. That's because I am trying to keep these videos as relevant as possible until launch hits, and then I'm gonna record like crazy, so we'll be able to catch each other online all the time. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I would also appreciate if you would smack that like button. Let's try take 2. Smack that like button, share, favorite, and subscribe to join Team Pixel. Sign on, stay epic, everybody.